Yo, good morning. Welcome to a day in the life vlog number 3. Currently 27 minutes past 5 Thursday morning. Today we've got a double training day. We've got push, we've got a track session, and I'm going to be showing you some of the other things I get up to in a day as well. Running a coaching business. So anyone that follows me on social media knows that I get up pretty early. My alarm goes off around 4:45. It basically gives me some time in the morning just to start the day a little bit slower rather than rushing out and getting to the gym. I like to read, I like to stretch, just reflect and slow down a little bit, basically. You know, we've all got stuff to do. We've got work commitments or people pinging off our phone constantly 24/7, and if we don't take time to just slow down, I find myself just getting a little bit swept away with the pace of how things sort of come at you. Normally, I'll be reading the Daily Stoic, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I post that pretty much every single morning. An unbelievable book. Definitely get it. It's by Ryan Holiday. All of his books are good. Stoicism is something that I've put a lot of time into. I really enjoy Stoicism. At the minute, we are rereading Deep Work by Cal Newport. I like this book. I'm not a fiction guy. I can't buy into a made-up story to read. I don't mind watching a fiction-based story or film or series, but I'm not reading a book if it's a fucking made-up story. That just doesn't work for me. Today is the 20th of January, which means 4 weeks until Rome Marathon. That's the 16th of March, 27th of April. We've got Barcelona Hyrox. I'm not doing any training for that at the minute because marathon's being prioritized. In today's vlog, I'll chat to you a little bit more about marathon prep, where I'm at. But right now, I'm gonna get myself off to the gym and then we'll continue this day in the life. Yo, we made it to the gym. I'm gonna stop waffling actually. I don't really need to say anything at this point. I'm just gonna get in the gym. I'm just gonna show you the gym rather than roll the gym clips.
Remix thing, you got me? Yeah, nigga. I'm a beast when I jump on these tracks. I spit flames, I'm hot like a drop of hot wax. The tape's already loaded like a 9 that's cocked back. So when it drops, you better clap. It's all eyes on me like a gal who's got back. No one's watching your shit cause you whack. 100% if I had the chance to, then I ain't listening to that. I told me manager stop sending me these rappers, stop that. But when it comes to Scousematic, cop that. And any mixtape that I drop, you better cop it. If I shoot you point blank, this ain't a game, you can't block it. 400 brake horse on the golf, you can't jock it. The 4-4's too big, won't fit in the pocket. And you're gonna need the army to stop it. You'll see when I pop it, send him to the firmament like he's a rocket. The new mixtape, make sure you cop it, cop that.
Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
I'm a gangster and a gentleman, my suits are tailored. I put my tracksuit on cause I was due some payments. Put killers in the bushes, yeah we do surveillance. Violate and live where, don't lose your cranium. I come with the brick squad, I'm like the Gucci Mane. I was a star in the traps, I ain't new to fame. How you rapping when you got boots to lace? I got some young boy killers that'll shoot your face.
Upgraded the vlog setup as well, so I've got, what do you call it, like a suction cup. Suction cup? Yeah. I'm a big reader, I'm a big audiobook listener, and at the minute I'm listening to 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman. It's about time management. It's not about how to squeeze more out of your day. It's not about how to be more efficient on your laptop and kind of arbitrary, like classical ways that people think of productivity and being more efficient. It's more so a life philosophy, or I don't know how you'd classify it, but it's a different way of just looking at time, emphasizing the point of our limited time really, and just explaining why we don't need to get caught up in the bullshit of life, in the things that just have no bearing really on our happiness or what we're trying to do, which I think we all do. I definitely do. All humans do, so I imagine if you're watching this you probably do as well. I'll put a screenshot of the book up. I'm listening to it on Audible. I read more than I listen to audiobooks. I prefer a book. I like to read, I like to highlight things. I like the concentration that it takes as well, even though sometimes it's a battle. But yeah, a really good listen so far. I'm only about quarter of the way through maybe. I'm gonna call at the petrol station and get a Costa because caffeine my life again now. We're gonna get home, we're gonna have meal one, and then we're gonna crack on with the work tasks for the day.
Shit, but don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
Breakfast!
Here's what we've got for breakfast. 2 fried eggs to fry like bacon medallions, chicken sausages, bagels, and a little smidge of HP.
Of watchfulness and sadness is a black, depending on how your eyes. Now that you've abandoned your futile efforts, the real experience can be good.
Come on!
Experience of patience, as if it's the word is inadequate.
Oh,
That's the closest one there is.
stop it! So that is the current go-to breakfast. Decent macros, most importantly, healthy but very enjoyable. This is a treat. I'm butchering this thing right now, as you can see. Here we go. Just understanding a surplus and a deficit, you know, it'll get you some progress, but it ain't really going to get you far. You've got to understand a little bit more than that. While that is still very, very important and crucial even, very important is an understatement. Enjoyment and sustainability is also something that you need to factor in, and that's what I see a lot of people neglecting, right? And that's why I try and build that into client plans as much as possible. Making sure people are enjoying what they're doing training wise, enjoying what they're eating, enjoying the plan altogether, and not getting bored of or feeling restricted by what I'm asking them to do. That is lovely, that. I've got a one-to-one meeting with my business mentor at 9 o'clock. After the one-to-one, I'm going into a work block. System updates to do. I've got a new setup to get sorted for Monday. A couple of just little bits just to finish off some work that I was doing yesterday. I'm then going to have another meal, and then at some point shortly after that, we're going to drive to the track, the local running track, because I've got a speed session to do. And then a bit more work, and then that is gonna pretty much round off the video. But yeah, excited for another day, more momentum forward, especially this call. This call is always leaves me feeling good, leaves me with more direction of what I'm working on at the minute. So I'm gonna go and crack on with that anyway. Fresh trim. By fresh trim, obviously what I actually mean is I've just shaved my bald ass egghead. Hey Siri, how many days until the 16th of March?
It's 24 days until then.
So 3.5 weeks until Rome Marathon. I'm feeling confident. It's just the goal of sub 3 that's playing on my mind a little bit, just because I had 3 weeks fully off. If we don't get it, we just book another marathon. At some point sub 3 is going to fall. Hopefully it's going to be this time. If it isn't, next time. I just think people take it a little bit too seriously. I'm all for being disciplined, I'm all for setting goals, I'm all for being results and goal driven, but like, you see some people posting about a time that they didn't get, or something went wrong at Hyrox, or something didn't go their way, and it's like a fucking, mate, it's like a eulogy, talking about how everything didn't go in their favour, and it wasn't my day, and it's this and it's that, and it's fucking it's just boring, it's just a lot of shit. It's like, mate, it's just an event. You didn't get the time you wanted, alright, book another. No one's asked about hearing you fucking cry about it on social media. Anyway, I want to talk about something that is always coming up in conversations that I have with, not even clients, it's more so just people that I talk to about training, particularly lads that are trying to get into a more well-rounded approach, let's say, to their training. These people normally have quite a good mindset. They enjoy training hard. That's why they're training this way as well, because let's face it, if you've trained both ways, if you've trained for hypertrophy and you've trained for performance, you've done a Hyrox or any type of event, training's very different. And the feeling that you get from getting your heart rate elevated for a long period of time is different to the gym. Now, I'm not saying the gym is not difficult, it is, but it's a different kettle of fish. I'm not like saying it in terms of one is harder or better than the other. I'm just saying they're in completely different categories, they're in different lanes. And because of that, what you find is people that are coming over to this style of training, naturally they have within them the drive and the motivation to train a lot, to train hard. They want to graft, they want to get up early, they want to do a lot of different sessions and hard fucking sessions as well, but they blindly throw themselves into it without having that structure there, and their strategy is throwing a shit at the wall and hope that some of it sticks. So if I do 2 Hyrox sessions a week and a speed session and a long run, and then I'm doing 3 heavy max intensity strength sessions a week, you know, I'm going to be a fucking animal. You're going to be an animal for a week, and then you won't be able to get out of bed. And it's funny because it's counterintuitive to most other areas in life. There's normally a closer relationship between the amount of work you put in and the amount of results you get out. That statement is true for those people who have a proper plan in place and it's been very well structured and very well thought through. It doesn't work for people that don't have the structure. So if you don't have a solid plan in place, your effort is going to be misrewarded. You're going to put in a lot of effort and you're not going to get what you thought you were going to get out of it because of the lack of structure. And that's a fucking infuriating position to be in. That is absolutely infuriating. I've been there before. Lots of people have been there before. You watching this might be there now. Less is more, as long as less doesn't mean less for the sake of less, right? It's doing less because it's more targeted and it's because you actually know what you're doing. Now, if you can bring that same work ethic with a bulletproof plan, your results are going to skyrocket. You see these people on social media and you're looking at sort of, maybe you followed them for a year and you're looking at the performance data, or they're throwing out new running paces and you're like, that guy did not used to run like that. How the fuck's he done that? And he's looking better as well. How's he doing that? And I'm, you know, clawing and scratching for minimal bits of progress here and there. Your work ethic and their work ethic, it probably won't be too dissimilar, but they're doing the right stuff. You're doing more of the wrong stuff, or not wrong stuff, but it is not being optimized. Right, I'm at Leeds Road now. I mean, it's over there. I'm not running around here. There's a track out. I'm going to show you the track. I don't know, I need to show you it now. Progressive miles today. So I'll do a bit of a warm up and then essentially I'm going to run a mile, which is 1600 meters. So it'll be 4 laps of the track. Every lap is going to get a little bit quicker. It's either 3 or 4 total reps and then 4 laps of the track each interval. I'll capture some footage. I'll get all of the session tracked and then we can go over the session and the paces after as a little debrief. I've got my carbon shoes with me. First time I've used them outside, so they're like, I would describe them as fuck off yellow. That's how I would describe them. Some people are gonna definitely reply back to this video or whatever saying they're green. They're fucking yellow, mate. Highlighter yellow. Fuck off highlighter yellow. That's what they are. They're not green. Better get to it then, I guess. Hi mate, just perfect running track please. Is there a toilet I can use down here, mate? Where he's come out? Yeah. Cheers, bud. Yeah. So believe it or not, I actually had trials down here for Huddersfield Town when I was in junior school. Didn't get in at all. Dodgy knee. Here they are, look at them. See what I mean? That's fuck off yellow, that is. Don't even tell me they're green. That's green. That's yellow. The unfortunate thing about me vlogging now is I've turned into one of them wankers that's got a fucking tripod everywhere. And I don't mind it really. I enjoy making these vlogs. Filming all these pointless interactions just for a vlog. Oh god, here we go. This is Huddersfield for you. Swatting it down. I haven't seen one drop of rain all day. As soon as I get to the track, this bag is not waterproof. Ah, perfect. Both my phones, my car keys. I'm trying to think, is there anything I can... What about here? That's a little bit more sheltered. I might have to do that. Look at the state of that now. Oh my god, I haven't even started yet. Right, let's get this piss wet through. I might fuck this filming off, to be honest. I might just get this session done because this is long. I've got a cotton t-shirt on which is now completely fucking drenched, so I'm gonna have to run around here with my top off. What a shame. Track's flooded. This has got twisted ankle, 3 weeks out from Rome Marathon all over it, but fuck it, we've got to get it done. First one done, little rest now, on to the second one, but I've had to put these on because the others on this spongy wet track I was getting fuck all back, so get these carbons on and yeah, test them out properly. Second lap done. Well, second interval done. It's 8 laps. Quite enjoyable in this rain, that I must say. Who wants fucking sunshine? Not me. I want grey, miserable, pissing it down sideways, torrential downpour. Oh, there's a rainbow there. It's not all doom and gloom, is it? I know I've been banging on about it on my Instagram, about the difference that carbons make, but testing them outside on a track, especially after doing the first set of intervals in my old, the Asics, it's night and day. It literally is night and day. I'm glad I purchased these. Necessity, I'd say, for pushing a marathon. If you're just doing a marathon to complete it, don't worry about getting carbons. Just to round it off now, we've got a 1 kilometre cool down, and that's both sessions for today ticked off. That'll be 6 for the week. 2 more tomorrow, pull. I'm gonna go muscle unit, and then I'm filming some content in Manchester and I'll be running as part of that, so I'm gonna count that as like towards my easy miles, and then long run on Saturday. Listen boys, anyone not ordering a fucking black coffee on its own is a pussy, is an absolute fucking bitch.
Can I get higher?
Hi, could I get a flat white with oat milk and sugar-free caramel syrup, please?
Sugar-free caramel.
That's it, thanks.
Lovely. Just drive around, love.
Thank you. So, decent speed session, really wasn't that difficult, still effective. Could have pushed it a little bit more in hindsight, could have probably done another effort, but it's what I had programmed. So it's my second speed session of the week anyway. I've upped it of recent, just trying out some new programming styles. So I've got more work to do now, but that is pretty much a day in the life. So nothing really exciting or that exciting happens for me beyond this time, like 4 or 5 o'clock. More work for me to do. I try my hardest to get off my laptop around like 7 or 8ish. Try and give myself some time to actually wind down on an evening, but anyone that runs their own business will understand the struggle of that. It seems very easy. It seems very straightforward to someone who doesn't run their own business, someone that does a 9 to 5, to put the laptop away at 5 o'clock on the dot. And no one's gonna bother you. When you're running your own business, it's a completely different story. It's the opposite. It's hard to put the laptop down. But we all need to rest, recover, recharge, decompress after a day's work. So it is something that I'm trying to get better at. But as far as the vlog goes, there is no point in me vlogging anything else. So hopefully this video has been a little bit more enjoyable than the other two. Still finding my feet with it, but I'm enjoying it, and we'll keep them coming, and I will keep them fresh. Come up with some different video ideas. But yes, safe for watching, appreciate it. Any support, likes, comments, shares, whatever. Subscribe, that's what I always hear YouTubers saying. Subscribe, like, comment, all that shit. Do all that good stuff. Get some good karma. But yeah, safe.